experience is the experiment.
So today I'm going to be talking about something that's incredibly important to me. It's going to be a little bit of a shorter one. It's something that's huge for me. And that is setting goals. It is the reason that I feel I've found any success, increase in success. I wouldn't say I'm successful, but I would say that any new successes that I've found were due to me chasing these goals. To put it in perspective, or to explain, when I first moved out to Los Angeles, I set a list of people who I looked up to, a list of people who had an impact on my career as a musician, as a songwriter, whatever, in the industry. And I made a list. I made two lists. I made one for music and I made one for the podcast. And these are over a couple of years. And the one for music was people that I wanted them to hear my music. I wanted them to know who I was. I didn't need to make a track with them right away. I didn't need for anything else but for them to hear my music and to be able to have the opportunity to see if we could be friends or compatible people or whatever it is, or connect via the shared love, and hopefully one day get to tell them how much of an inspiration they were to me. And for the podcast, I had a list of people who may have felt out of reach, people that were huge inspirations for me, people that I dreamed of talking to, and I put them on a list, and these were people that I was going to chase to have on this podcast and get to talk to. And it wasn't about getting to use them for success or anything like that. It was about me getting to this point where I felt so comfortable in what I was doing that I thought I could do justice with having them on my podcast. And with all this said, I think lists or goals, or however you choose to form your aspirations in your career, are something that need to be written down. There's something that need to be looked at constantly. There's something that you need to analyze and maybe start from the back, start from the top. I have this person. I know I really love to be able to work with them. I know they're on this label. I know they make this kind of music or whatever. How can I back engineer this plan to put myself in the correct situations to meet this person, or at least get to a point where they want to meet me? You know, I don't know if this makes sense, but I feel like if you can go about a situation and look at it as steps, then you don't need to find success in a day by meeting these people or having whatever conversation, whatever. It doesn't need to happen instantly. It's one of those things where you can see these small increments that eventually one day you can sit down and say, I did it. But it doesn't have to be all at once, and you can still be proud of these moments of getting there. Because all these moments, all these different steps, yes, they're great to meet these people and to have these experiences, but they're also, you're back engineering how you can be successful in your career. And I think that's probably one of the places I would tell somebody if they said, how do I start? I would say, go make lists, go make goals of people you want to meet, people you want to be in the room with, charts you want to be on, labels you want to get signed to or work with, artists you want to produce for or write for, stages you want to play on, artists you want to sign, whatever your direction is in this career. Go make lists, make tangible goals that you can go and check off as you do it. And when you get close, or when you finish a list, go make another higher one and keep that going. And I bet one day you're going to pass 5 of those lists and realize that you're now doing things that were out of reach when you first started, you know, that you couldn't have gotten to without back engineering these different plans to further your career, better yourself, and get yourself in situations to find the success that you feel you deserve, or that you'd like to be able to deserve. I don't know. This is a rant, as I always do. I just think that if you can give yourself these tangible goals then it gives you something to understand if you're doing the correct thing and going the correct direction, or if you need to stop, analyze, and change to get to where you want to go. Again, this is me in the process. This is me trying. This is me working. This is me struggling. This is me failing, succeeding, all these different things. This is me in real time doing that. And I think, and hopefully this is where my podcast can really become helpful to people, is I'm not somebody in the industry who's found all the success in the world, who feels like I've made it. I'm somebody in the industry who's working on it. And I will be 100% open with you guys on my successes and my failures. One, there is more than the other. And that is failures. Far more failures. And guess what? Every time I fail, if I can look at it and analyze it and figure out what to do differently next time, then there's a win in store. I don't know. I'm rambling. I said this was going to be a short one. Let's keep it short. I'm going to try to keep these a little shorter so they can kind of be just little ideas to throw into your head. And if you guys have anything that you want me to talk about, please let me know. If you guys have any ideas for me on how I can help myself, I'd love to hear it. Thank you for listening. I love you guys. I appreciate you. I hope you're having the best day ever. And if you're not, go make it the best day. Love you. See you next time.
The experience is the experiment.